how strong are Electro Dragons after the bonus update? So let's test this out on both a new Town Hall 13, a Rush Town Hall 12, and of course, my max Town Hall 14. And let's see if we can get 3 stars. Alright, so we're going to hit this one right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop in a Edrag up top alongside a baby dragon with my heroes going down the other side, over on the left. So this way, this should allow us to get a 3-star. So we're going to start with an Edrag over here, baby dragon over here on this army camp. Now keep in mind, I do only have Town Hall 12 amount of housing space. So this is going to be fairly difficult, but we're going to deploy our balloons. Then we'll deploy our Electro Dragons, Grand Warden with 2 rage spells, and then the Grand Warden ability with a Stone Slammer. Let's drop my king and my queen in over here, and let's go ahead and place in the free spells. This is looking kind of good here so far. Let's drop in another rage here, and of course a freeze. Let's drop in another freeze here. Let's see, where do we need a rage spell the most? I think right here alongside this spot being frozen. We still have my RC, and we are still getting through. We still have the Stone Slammer up as well, and my king and queen. This is looking really, really nice, and this is exactly what you would want to hit, basically, or how you would. And we still have the Dragon Rider up as well, so that's even better. We haven't even needed to use the Royal Champion. So, of course, for me, this can work without the Royal Champion. You don't necessarily need the Royal Champion, but of course, if you're a Town Hall 12 or even a Town Hall 11, this works incredibly well, and you can see just how strong Electro Dragons are. Of course, the base was fairly compact, so it is a tad bit easier, but of course, it definitely makes it so much easier to get to buildings a lot quicker. Let's go ahead and swag my RC here and get the 3-star there quite easy with the Mass Electro Dragon. Now let's test this out with my Rushed Town Hall 12 account. And here we have the Rushed Town Hall 12. Only level 1 Electro Dragons, however, we have low-level heroes, and not only that, we only have the Wall Wrecker. So let's see how this goes. So let's hit this one. This is also a rush base, just like mine, so why not we attack it, especially since I am nowhere near strong enough to hit any of the other type of bases. So let's go in and deploy in an Edrag here on the right side, and we already find a Seeking Your Mind. Great. And let's do one on the other side as well. Oh, he got one more shot off. And let's drop in the balloons alongside the Edrag, Grand Warden, Wall Wrecker, Rage, and Grand Warden ability. Let's drop in my king and queen over here. And let's deploy a freeze here. This is looking good. Let's drop another rage right here. That should allow the balloons to get through quite well. Yep, down goes the Town Hall. Don't need to worry about there being a bomb. We still have another rage, but this is looking quite good. Of course, Electro Dragons are going to be really good against rush bases, and like this is no exception, but of course I'm a rushed base as well, so it is going to be fairly difficult to keep these Edrags alive. We still have a large amount of the base left, but we do still have freeze. That's good. We do still also have my queen ability, so that's even better as well. But we don't have a lot of Edrags, and we still have a good amount of the base. Alright, we do need to make sure that we're timing these, because we need to make sure that they are going very specifically to the air defense and possibly the Inferno. That is the only issue, realistically, here. Do another freeze right there. That should allow them to remove the final air defense. And now this multi-Inferno is the only issue. So let's see here. Can they get through it? Even if I fail this, it's still quite impressive still to be able to get a 3-star with the Edrags currently, even at level 1, where I don't have very much space. So unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get the 3-star. Despite it being a rushed base, it isn't enough because I don't have enough army space and spell space. If I had a lot more spell space, I would have easily crushed this. But unfortunately, I didn't have enough, but we still got a fairly decent percentage and some good loot with it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the difference between this and, of course, a maxed out Town Hall 14. Of course, let's take a look at what this looks like at the maximum level, which in this case, I have a max offense -1 hero. So let's see the difference between a maxed Edrag versus a level 1 or even a level 4 Electro Dragon. Now here's a very solid base here for the Town Hall 14 one. We are completely maxed, and they have some maxed out key defenses and good loot too. So let's go ahead and deploy my baby dragon over here. Okay, there is that, but that should be fine. Let's drop in an Edrag here, and that should be good too. So we should be good to go ahead and use my balloons here. Then we'll use my Electro Dragons alongside my Grand Warden, deploy 2 rage spells, and of course the Grand Warden ability with the Battle Blink. Let's drop my king and my queen over here to prevent any sort of splitting. Drop in a freeze here alongside a rage. Let's drop in a freeze right here. That should help remove that, but I don't think we're going to be able to get to the Town Hall by itself. So drop in a freeze here with another rage spell here. Let's drop in a freeze right here. This is looking good. Let's drop in a freeze as well right there. Let's go ahead and deploy my RC as well, just so we can get through that top section and remove that Inferno. But we are looking really good. We still have my king. Drop in a poison there to slow everything down. My queen is still up as well. We still have an Edrag up. I think that honestly, Edrags at Town Hall 14 have seen a bigger improvement in terms of this. They are just a lot easier to use from what I can tell. Pop my queen ability, RC ability as well, get through some of these buildings, and that, my friends, should be a 3-star here with still a lot of time left on the clock. This is why I still think that the Electro Dragons got a significant change. And while they may not always be able to survive the end of the raid, in comparison to the rushed base or the rushed account, that one, it was necessarily a lot different because a level 1 is not necessarily as great. But of course, that one didn't have the full amenities. And that is why at the max level, I can definitely tell that Electro Dragons are far better than they were before. They were still in a good spot, but I think their speed buff really helps them a lot get to those buildings quicker. Since it has been 2 weeks, what do you think about the newest change to the Electro Dragons? Did the speed boost make them a bit more viable compared to other dragon attacks? Consider also checking out my Town Hall 12 Electro Dragon video that is still really good and still very viable even after this bonus update. So make sure you guys go ahead and check that out. I'll be catching you in the next video. Corrupt, signing out.